Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Well, it's great to have you with us here for a special edition of 4 News Now. I'm Jordan Smith. We'll begin this afternoon with a difficult and emotional story out of Medical Lake. A father going into cardiac arrest as he was driving, causing him to crash, dying just a few days later. Tonight, his family shares a story of his struggle with medical conditions and wants to spread a message for others. Peter Choi shares that message from the family.
He was a kind soul. There wasn't nothing he wouldn't do for any of the family.
It was another normal day of the week until Paulie Kaufman got an unexpected call from his daughter that his son-in-law, Jesse, is in hospital. Last Friday, the family said Jesse suffered from a cardiac arrest while driving back home. His car went off the road in front of the Medical Lake Middle School after days in coma. Jesse's family had to let him go forever.
The hardest part was telling my daughter that it was over, that we had to go.
Do it for the camera.
Oh, okay.
Jesse was a father of 3. He worked at a local auto body shop. Jesse was always willing to help others.
If you needed him, even if my daughter would say, I don't want you to go over there right now, because like with my son Christopher wanted to go fishing, because he's just in a bad time, sad time, whatever, and Jesse would literally be like, I got to go to brother.
Paulie told us Jesse had been struggling with his medical condition for years.
Bad cramps, achy, and it would take him an hour or so to wake up, and he'd go in and soak in a bathtub every day.
His message: it's okay to share the challenges you might be going through, whether that be mentally or physically.
He was depressed about his illness, that he didn't want to burden us with it. People should please burden, because we want it. If somebody loves you, they don't mind that burden. That burden is cherished deeply to us because it gives us a chance to help you.
Now, Jesse's father-in-law tells me his family is in need of financial aid right now. If you'd like to help Jesse's family, you can find more information how to help on our website, kxly.com. In Medical Lake, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Oh, Peter, a powerful story. Thanks for that. Our heart's certainly with the families tonight. Shifting gears here today about new details of what led sheriff's deputies to shoot and kill a man in North Spokane on Tuesdays. Deputies were called about a man threatening his neighbor with a baton because he was upset about lights shining into his home. After contacting the man over the PA and the phone, he still refused to come out, so they forced the door open. That's when the sheriff's office says the suspect started swinging a double-bladed axe at them. Deputies fired, killing the man, who has still not been identified. A canine officer was hurt, but is now okay. The 4 deputies involved in that deadly standoff on administrative leave tonight as this investigation continues. A standard protocol in these situations. On your screen there, deputies Hunter Ballo, Matthew Costello, Travis Mosier, and Parker Perry. These deputies, again, on administrative leave as this investigation continues. Well, rain is moving in right now in the northwest. Let's send things over to meteorologist Matt Gray, who's tracking some showers coming through the region.
That's right. We've been waiting all day for the rain to move into the Spokane area, and it's happening right now. And for the good chunk of this afternoon already, we have seen rain and some much needed mountain snow across North Idaho. Let's zoom in here to the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene region, and slowly but surely we have seen the rain progress from Coeur d'Alene to Liberty Lake, and very, very slowly now is beginning to work its way into Spokane proper. So this is very slow moving, only about 10 miles an hour or so. And so this is going to take a good chunk of what little remains of our afternoon to become a steadier rain in the Spokane area. But it will happen, and then we're going to see that wet weather through the rest of the night. And you can see all the wet weather as well from Sandpoint to Newport. And we're just now starting to see some rain beginning to work as far west as Colville. And look what's happening up in the mountains. 4th of July looks pretty good, but higher up at elevation, it's foggy and snowy at Lookout Pass. And we have a couple of winter weather advisories that are in place for tonight and tomorrow morning. Coming up in your forecast, they'll show you who will be getting a little taste of winter tonight and tomorrow.
All right, Matt, thanks for that. Spokane police still looking for a person who shot and killed a man early Friday morning in North Spokane. That shooting happening on Hamilton and Jackson near Yasahura Middle School around 2 a.m. Police say that man was found dead in a yard outside of a house on Hamilton Street. They say it doesn't appear to be a random incident. The victim's name will be released at a later time. A 15-year-old student who was stabbed in the chest in a girls' bathroom at Shadle Park High School is resting at home tonight. There was concern she may have needed heart surgery, but thankfully it doesn't look that way. Police say the stabbing happened during a fight involving 4 students on Thursday morning. The mom says her daughter was defending a friend who was being bullied at school. One student was detained following the incident. A man has been arrested in Las Vegas in connection to the death of a toddler in northwest Spokane this week. Police say they were called to a home on North Ash near Francis at around 11:30 Wednesday night. They say they started life-saving efforts on a 3-year-old boy who was not breathing. The child died at the scene. Major Crime says it has probable cause to charge John Jones with second-degree murder. He was tracked down in Las Vegas early yesterday morning. Jones will be extradited back to Spokane in the coming days or weeks. And a missing teenage girl from Mount Vernon is returning home tonight. She was found more than 2,200 miles from home with a convicted sex offender in Michigan. She disappeared 3 weeks ago. Police discovered a car ride was ordered for the girl by a 30-year-old Keith Frierksen. Michigan detectives say that he was able to use an online platform to allegedly groom, kidnap, and assault the 14-year-old. Her mother now calling for change and protections for kids on social media.
How many more children have to be victimized before these social media platforms are held to a higher standard? How many more families have to suffer the way mine has?
Frierksen's charges include human trafficking of a minor and criminal sexual conduct. He faces life in prison. He'll likely face charges in Washington as well. The former Pasco police officer convicted of killing a woman in East Spokane in 1986 wants the judge to reconsider his conviction. The judge found Richard Aguirre guilty of killing Ruby Doss in the December trial. Now, Aguirre has a new lawyer who says there's insufficient evidence to support that Aguirre was the only suspect who pursued Doss and that the crime was premeditated. The defense wants Aguirre's conviction to be reduced from first-degree to second-degree murder. Aguirre was supposed to be sentenced on Monday, but that's been delayed until March 4th while the judge considers the motion. Well, so much more ahead here on 4 News Now, including a Voice for Spokane's Black community now revived. The Black Lens newspaper prints for the first time since the death of Sandy Williams. And the rivalry renewed. The Zags getting ready for a showdown in the kennel against their conference rivals of St. Mary's.
And we will get a little taste of winter in some areas as we're waking up in the morning. We've got more showers ahead as we continue on with what's been a pretty warm pattern here to start the month of February. That's all coming up in your full First Alert forecast.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Spokane, the most amazing care anywhere.
Time now for your pathway to retirement. We all need income to pay our bills during our working years, and the same is true for retirement. I'm here with Dave Altmeyer. He's the founder and president of Altmeyer Financial Group. So income and retirement. Dave, how do we make sure it's a sure thing?
Yeah, so there are benefits of having protected income, and there's challenges on getting income from a non-guaranteed source. So if you're taking it out of something that goes like this, like the stock market, it's real challenging. So get a portfolio stress test from our team of our investment advisors. And then also there are different sources of protected income. Recently, there's been a lot of interest in fixed annuities now that interest rates are up. And so you can lock that rate in for quite some time. And then when interest rates go down, you'll still have the higher rate.
The nice thing is we've seen some financial tools evolve over the years, right?
Yes.
Which is exciting to have those smart financial tools. Income's huge. You have a tremendous resource just for our viewers today. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, it's our Money Freedom Toolkit. And in the center, you see the book that I wrote about mountain climbing and how it correlates with retirement. And making it to the summit is optional, but making it back down is mandatory. And then also we have books available on some of the hottest topics in retirement today.
And we want you to have it. Call, click, or text to get Dave's Money Freedom Toolkit. Dave and the team at Altmeyer Financial Group, they're going to get that right out to you. And thank you for watching this week's Pathway to Retirement.
When Fred's advertises it, we've got it. Fred's warehouses are loaded with inventory. When your fridge stops working, you need a new one, and you need it now. Fred's has them in stock. The box stores never have this much inventory on hand. You can wait weeks for delivery. At Fred's, get your new appliance the next day. Fred's always has the guaranteed lowest price and shows you competitors' prices on our price tags. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Thanks for watching 4 News Now. It's time for your forecast for the rest of the weekend. And you can see the skies beginning to darkening on the edges of the camera here in Spokane. We're actually facing away from where the wet weather's coming from. And you can see these wet roads in Coeur d'Alene as we're seeing light to moderate rainfall around Kootenai County this evening. Here's the picture once again of the metro where you're seeing in the blue, some very, very light rain, even more so, nothing more than a drizzle, but there are some pockets of heavier rain, especially on I-90 between Liberty Lake and Coeur d'Alene proper, as well as you work your way into the Rathdrum area. And so slowly but surely around Spokane, we'll start to see that rain begin to fall here. Rain chances are very, very high as we head through the evening and into the early hours of the morning. Now, once we get into, say, 6, 7 in the morning, we start to see those rain chances really start to drop off. And that is good news if you have plans for Sunday. But in the meantime, through tonight, you can see these temperatures getting right at freezing or just above freezing in many places. Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, St. Mary's and Kellogg, all around 34 degrees. Certainly cool enough that we could see a little bit of rain-snow mix as we start the day. And that is exactly what we are expecting up on some of those higher benches. Now, that also means, especially where it's going to be cooler for longer across parts of North Idaho, we could even see just a little, and I mean a little, like the very lightest amount possible of measurable snow. Think about some of those higher benches, say up around Hayden Lake into the Silver Valley, some of those higher benches as well around Sandpoint. Certainly could see a little bit of dusting on some of those grassy areas, but that's about it. Most of the snow action is going to be up in the mountains, and that's why there are winter weather advisories tonight into tomorrow morning. For Sherman Pass and Lookout Pass specifically, we're talking about 2 to 4 inches before this thing gets out of here. So let's talk about the timing. By midnight, you can start to see right around Lake Coeur d'Alene, we're starting to see that transition over to a rain-snow mix, as well as some parts south of Spokane proper on the higher elevations of the Palouse and on the West Plains. Those will be the most likely areas to see some snow mixed in. By 7 in the morning, you can see that things are starting to wrap up a little bit around the urban corridor. We continue, however, with showers around places like Omak, Grand Coulee, Republic, and Colville, all the way through lunchtime before things finally start to fade away. And then look at this, breaks in the clouds as we head into the afternoon, which means after all this, we could see some sunshine to wrap up the weekend. And wouldn't that be amazing? Here's your highs, 40 in Spokane and in Coeur d'Alene. If the sun does come out a little bit earlier, likely we could get a degree or 2 above that. And you can see how places like Moses Lake and Ritzville will be a little bit warmer with those earlier breaks in the clouds. We continue on with off and on showers with a chance for a little wintry mix in the mornings. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. By the end of the week, we're cooling down, but we're also starting to dry out.
All right, Matt, thanks for that. Tonight, a big win for local journalism. Spokane's only black newspaper officially relaunching. The Black Lens was founded by the late Sandy Williams, a trailblazer for the black community. She founded the paper in 2015 with the hope of sharing the stories and voices of the black community who historically haven't had one. Now the paper is being revived with a special hand from the Spokesman Review. The Black Lens' readership jumping from its original 800 subscribers to 60,000. A proud moment for the Williams family.
I always like to tell the story. I mean, there's a picture of her on the Facebook page where it's my mom holding a big box of papers and shoving it into her trunk to drive it around, and that was about 800 papers, and now we're at 60,000. I mean, I don't even understand how, like, the jump is just incredible.
This expansion of readership makes them one of the largest black newspapers in the country. After the rush of the holidays, many food banks find their donation shelves empty. The Salvation Army Croc Center in Coeur d'Alene just kicked off their Families Feeding Families food drive to fill the gap. With the cold weather, many families in need face a financial battle as they decide whether to keep their home heated or to spend money on food. This February, the Croc Center is stepping in to help keep food pantries stocked and families facing food insecurity fed.
We have more people right now that are facing food insecurity, and it's really important that the people in our community know that as part of this community, we want to all take care of each other and that we need to all be able to take care of each other.
And you can donate protein-rich food items for the food drive anytime between now and February 16th. All donations can be dropped off at the Croc Center. For more information on how to donate, you can visit our website, kxly.com. Around the nation tonight to the groundbreaking trial of a Michigan mother charged after her son's deadly school shooting rampage. Closing arguments wrapped up on Friday. ABC's Trevor Ault has more.
You didn't know about the 9mm?
Oh, I knew about it.
This morning, the jury will soon decide the fate of the first parent of a school shooter to stand trial herself. In the final day of testimony Friday, Jennifer Crumbly facing intense cross-examination.
He consistently had a desire to obtain a weapon.
I know they consistently talked about it, correct.
Okay.
Crumbly is charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 1 count for each classmate her son killed. Prosecutors allege she missed crucial warning signs about his mental health while also gifting him the gun he used in the rampage.
It's about what she knew and what she didn't say.
These disturbing drawings prompting counselors to call the parents to school hours before the shooting, but they left after just 12 minutes, leaving their son behind.
She could have searched the backpack. She could have asked her son where the gun was. She could have locked the ammunition. She could have locked the gun. She could have taken him home.
Crumbly's defense attorney argues the prosecution cherry-picked a few moments from a mountain of evidence to turn the jury against her client.
You don't have to like her, but when you're looking at the evidence in this case, it's important to set aside your opinions of her.
She claims Crumbly is an average, working, busy parent and that she had no way of knowing her son would commit these heinous crimes.
This case is a very dangerous one for parents out there. The Crumbly son was a skilled manipulator.
The jury now reconvening Monday to deliberate. The prosecutor with these final words for them.
He literally drew a picture of what he was going to do. He drew a picture. It says, "Help me." She walked out of that school when just the smallest of things could have saved, could have helped Hannah and Tate and Madison and Justin.
For Good Morning America, Trevor Ault, ABC News, Pontiac, Michigan.
Coming up here in sports, the Zags women keeps rolling, torching Pacific at home today, winning by more than 60, setting a new 3-point record along the way. Alex Vicente has that story and a preview of the men's matchup with St. Mary's coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Behold my Jack Wraps, 100% all-white meat grilled or crispy chicken with lettuce, cheese, and sauces, and a warm tortilla for just $3. And they're under 400 calories. So if your goal this year was to save money and eat healthy-ish, we got you.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, 6 years, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale. On now at Furniture Row.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Roundups, like an accidental savings account.
But how much can you really save?
Yeah, I mean...
Whoa.
Fred's Appliance has GE Profile appliances on sale with smart leading-edge features that make life a little easier.
Smart features and sophisticated designs to simplify your life.
Profile dishwashers are quiet, powerful, and offer flexible loading options.
Fred's has more kitchen packages than you'll find anywhere. Save on GE appliances with up to $2,000 in rebates at your local Fred's Appliance.
Fred's has appliances in stock and on sale. Stop in and see us today.
You're feeding it.
I will, I promise. Thanks to our Premier Rewards Visa credit card from ICCU, we earned enough cash back to stock up on puppy supplies.
But we don't have a puppy.
They're very convincing children.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit Queen for only $299.99. Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, only at Denver Mattress.
My double bonus jack combo gives you double the seasoned beef, double the cheese for $5.99. Let's see that again. Double beef, double cheese for, $5.99. Huh, good deal.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com.
You know, I'm not really breaking any news by saying the Gonzaga Bulldogs have one of the best offenses in the country, but every once in a while, they remind you of just how good they really are. And this afternoon, they put on a historic performance. Let's get to it. Early in the game, Bulldogs with the lead. Kaylin Trong is going to find sister Kaylee all alone in the corner, and she sinks this, just the start of a huge day in that department for the Zags. A little bit later on, it's going to be Eliza Hollingsworth get into a little trouble under the basket, but that's no problem. She kicks out to Lynn. Top of the arc, no doubt about it. Tigers were looking for any kind of an answer. Liz Smith is going to take the drive here, gets the shot to fall and the foul. She's headed to the line, but they wouldn't score much after that. Bulldogs continue the assault from deep. Lynn is going to dish it out to Hollingsworth. That's good. Gonzaga gets ends with a program record 19 made threes, absolutely taking it to Pacific. They win this one 104-39. Bulldogs making a statement to begin February.
It's fun for us. I know I don't get to jump around and smile as much as they do because I'm always worried about the next play, but that's what fun looks like to Coach Lisa.
It's so much fun making history with this team, and it is like a special group. Hopefully we'll just keep pushing through and keep getting better every single day. That's our main focus, is just getting better every single day, like against our practice guys even. Just all those little things are going to add up in the end.
Now, the Bulldogs have slipped a few spots in the polls during the last couple of weeks, but based on the way they're playing right now, combined with the impressive resume, they should see a bump on Monday. Next up for them is going to be a matchup against Pepperdine on Thursday evening. And coming up in just a few hours, it's going to be the men's turn, and they welcome in rival St. Mary's. It can't be understated how big this game is for both teams, as the Gales and the Zags got off to slow starts this season, meaning they need to continue winning to keep those at-large bid hopes alive. St. Mary's comes in red hot, winners of 14 of their last 15, but Gonzaga also trending upward. They've won 5 in a row, and Mark Few knows this is going to be a battle.
Just an incredibly physical team that's great on the boards, that doesn't make mistakes. And, you know, they try to make you beat them. And you know, our teams over the years have done a good job with that. But this will be a huge challenge because they're playing great right now.
And we're just a day away from the 2024 NFL Pro Bowl down in Orlando, Florida. And for the first time in 17 years, it features a Washington State Cougar in the games, as Gardner Minshew was named to the AFC team earlier this week. The former Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year threw for more than 3,300 yards and 15 touchdowns as he led the Colts for most of the season. And after 5 years in the league, his output on the field is getting the recognition it deserves, but he's just trying to soak up this opportunity, have a little fun down in Orlando.
I'm just grateful to be here, man. Grateful for, you know, all the teammates, coaches, everybody that helped me be here, man. So just here to enjoy it and have fun this week, you know.
What are some of the things you're looking forward to?
Man, already just kind of being around the guys, you know, kind of getting around, picking guys' brains, seeing, you know, all these guys that, you know, you look up to and compete against. To be here with them, man, it's really, really cool.
So an awesome opportunity for the former Coug finally getting his shot on the big stage. You'll be able to catch Gardner and all the other Pro Bowlers right here on KXY ABC tomorrow afternoon. But it is a flag football format, Jordan. Are you pro or anti-flag football?
I don't mind it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the trend we're seeing with these All-Star games is it's just more about fun.
Yeah.
And, like, what more of a fun quarterback could you have than Gardner Minshew in this format? So I'm actually kind of excited to see it play out.
Yeah.
But,
well, 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
All right.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
When I heard about Northern Quest's $60,000 Lucky Leap Day giveaway with a chance to leap your way to $30K, I was like, what? Then I found out it's only for humans, and now I'm all like,
The $60,000 Lucky Leap Day giveaway at Northern Quest. Play daily to enter for a shot at the $30,000 grand prize drawing on February 29th. Details at northernquest.com.
The President's Sale starts now at More Furniture, and it's your chance to save with store-wide sale pricing and special interest-free financing. Take a full 60 months to pay with no down payment on the furniture you need, all on sale. Our newest 2024 arrivals are in stock and ready for delivery. And with 60 months interest-free financing, you can take it home today with no down payment. Visit morefurniture.com to preview sales specials.
Only Electrolux has Smart Boost technology for the most effective stain removal, extending the life of the clothes and fabrics you love for a more sustainable future.
The new Electrolux Laundry Tower gives you all the performance in half the space. Now at Fred's Appliance.
Watch me. Watch me work with precision people skills, dedicated to serve with a patriot's will. Some said my condition gave me no shot, but an extraordinary place helped me fear not. Duty and honor, that's where I stand. A proud soldier's code, thanks to a skilled surgeon's hand. Watch me. Life-changing orthopedic procedures at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Alrighty, folks, here is how tomorrow's going to go. So a little bit of rain or rain-snow mix, kind of depending on your elevation in the morning. But I think things are going to wrap up fairly quickly. Cloudy through lunchtime, but I think there's a chance for some sun by the afternoon. So, hey, fingers crossed. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a decent day.
All right. Well, hey, thanks, Matt. Thank you guys for joining us here on the special edition of 4 News Now. We'll see you tomorrow.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.